favorite ways to start the day is with smoky baked beans on fresh sourdough. I toasted some sourdough, topped it with vegan butter, as well as some homemade smoky baked beans. For lunch, I was really in the mood for trying something new, and I decided to try making some sesame orange cauliflower that I was going to serve with rice. I made this with some sesame oil, as well as soy sauce, maple syrup, tomato sauce, and orange juice. So I roasted some cauliflower for about 15 minutes, then I poured the orange sesame dressing over the top, and then I roasted it for a little while longer before putting it in a bowl with some rice, as well as some leftover sauce, spring onions, and some sesame seeds sprinkled on top. It was super delicious. Then, as a little afternoon snack, I decided to make some muffins. These are banana, raspberry, and white chocolate muffins. They're refined sugar free, but they are not gluten free. They are really, really yummy and fluffy. I highly recommend trying them out at home. They are not my best creation ever, but they're still really delicious. Then when it came to Tuesday morning, I am really into cereal lately with fresh fruit on top. So I had some cereal with some fresh banana on top. Then I poured over some oat milk, and this was a really yummy and quick and easy breakfast, which I am loving at the moment. For lunch, I decided to have a bagel with some vegan cream cheese on, as well as some fresh spinach. Then I also added on some fresh tomato. On the fresh tomato, I obviously had to put some salt and pepper on top, as always. Then I put some vegan cheese on there as well. I closed the bagel, and I had like a bagel sandwich moment for lunch, which was really delicious, packed full of flavor, and super easy to make. From there, I then had dinner, and dinner tonight, this was so random. I had a really late night and I was playing netball really late. So when I got home, I just felt like something fresh, and so I had some orange juice. And then for dinner, I decided to have more of these vegan sausages for dinner because I had them in the fridge. So I fried these up, and then I served them in bread with some vegan butter and some tomato sauce on top. On Wednesday morning, I woke up and it was really stormy on the Gold Coast on Wednesday, and so it got me in the mood for cereal. Are we surprised? Cereal is the thing that I'm doing at the moment, so you'll definitely get used to it. I had some fresh banana on top of this cereal, as well as some fresh apple slices, which again is something I'm loving at the moment. It's so weird. I feel like I eat so much more fresh fruit when it gets colder. Okay, so after that, of course, I had to make an iced cacao. I made an iced cacao with macadamia milk, which was super delicious as per usual, and I took it with me to work. Then when I got home from work, it was actually really late. I had such a busy week this week, and so I decided to get into making myself a little late lunch. I had some creamy coconut lentils, which I've been loving for a while now. This is one of my favorite go-to quick and easy meals. I really like to serve it with yellow rice, and then I put the coconut lentils on top, and then I also really like to serve it with some coconut yogurt on top as well, just for some extra creaminess and extra flavor. So yeah, that was my lunch, and I also topped it with some snow pea sprouts as per usual. I top everything with snow pea sprout. On Thursday morning, I woke up and I was in the mood for iced cacao, as I am most days, and so I made my iced cacao, but this one I also put some protein powder in, which I've really been enjoying just for the extra flavor, and it keeps me a little bit fuller, which I love. So I made my iced cacao with my maple syrup, my cacao, my maca powder, all that good stuff, and then I served it up with some macadamia milk. Once again, love macadamia milk so much at the moment, and there is the money shot. You know, I love that shot of iced cacao so much and I also love drinking iced cacao so much. So yeah, that is what I had to start the day. Then after that, I had a bagel once again with some fresh tomato, as well as vegan cheese. I'm just remembering watching this now, how much I was just so in the mood for a grilled cheese type of moment, and all we had was bagels. So bagels it was, and I enjoyed it very much so. Then for dinner this night, we had a friend coming over and I decided I wanted to make a creamy pumpkin based pasta, and then I also made some crispy kale to go with it. So I used some macaroni, and then the pasta sauce was a pumpkin base with cashews and lots of other yummy things in it. This was such a hit with my friends, and the crispy kale on top made it extra delicious. When Friday rolled around, I was really in the mood for a fresh juice, and I was so in the mood for pineapple this day. I actually feel like I need to make like a fresh pineapple juice after watching this right now, but I made a fresh juice with pineapple, spinach and lime. This combination was so delicious and it kept me feeling really refreshed and really nourished, and it was just honestly so good. So that is what I had to start the day. It was super yummy. And then after that, I then decided to make a chickpea scramble. I love chickpea scramble so much because I'm not a huge fan of tofu, and so I made my chickpea scramble. Of course, I put it on top of a bagel, and then on top of that I also put some fresh cherry tomatoes, as well as a whole heap of black pepper and some spring onions, as well as snow pea sprout. And then keeping with the theme of chickpeas, I snacked on these dark chocolate and raspberry coated chickpeas. For dinner this night, I decided I wanted to try making a peanut butter based stir fry, and so I put some carrot as well as capsicum, onion and garlic into a frying pan. Then I added in some pak choy as well as green beans, and then I added in some cooked udon noodles. I made a peanut based sauce which was really yummy. I drizzled this through the stir fry, and then I tossed it all through and cooked it all up together, and spoiler alert, this is one of the best things I've made in so long. It is super delicious. When it came to Saturday morning, lunchtime came around, I decided to make a burrito bowl of sorts. I started with some adzuki beans, and then I also charred some corn as well. I love charred corn so much. I chopped up some fresh cos lettuce to go in this as well, and then I also decided to cut up some cucumber. I like adding cucumber to so many random things because I just feel like it goes with everything essentially. So when it came to plating the burrito bowl, I also cooked some rice to go with it. I've put my greens in as well as my cucumber. Then I put my adzuki beans and some of the charred corn as well. Then I also topped it with coconut yogurt, and this was a really nourishing and delicious lunch. For dinner this night, we wanted to have another peanut butter stir fry because, as I mentioned, we're obsessed. So today we decided to have broccoli as well as green beans, carrot, pak choy and capsicum. I think that's all we had. Yeah, that's all we had, and it was super yummy. We then put some more peanut butter sauce in. This was a crunchy peanut butter we used this time, and oh my goodness, it just took it to a whole other level. I'm gonna have to make peanut butter stir fry for dinner tonight. On Sunday morning, I decided to start the day with a peanut butter and cacao smoothie. It has been a hot minute since I had smoothies regularly, but like I mentioned with the fresh fruit, for some reason I really enjoy having smoothies more in the cooler months. Anyway, this smoothie has cacao, peanut butter, ice, almond milk, maca powder, protein powder and banana. It is so delicious and it keeps me full for a really long time. For lunch, I was really feeling like couscous and pesto, so I started by roasting some chickpeas and cherry tomatoes. I realize that sentence doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we'll get there. I roasted some chickpeas and some cherry tomatoes. I chopped up some cucumber, and then from there I also cooked some couscous, and then I also got together some pesto that I had in the fridge. So I tossed this pesto through the cooked couscous, and then from there I also added in the roasted chickpeas as well as fresh cucumber and the cherry tomatoes, and then of course I topped this with some snow pea sprouts. Okay, then it comes to the end of the week, and on Sunday night we got takeaway from my favorite Indian vegan restaurant, which was truly the perfect way to end a delicious and nourishing week of vegan food.